A reminder, I'm not a licensed nail tech, just doing my own nails and want to share and inspire. First step is to do what is necessary to begin to prepare for All Hallows Eve nails. I'm so glad you could join me for today's dremeling with a coarse grit sanding band to remove the shine of the old top coat. I will miss these nails. I love the spooky season. I'm planning to celebrate next with some jack-o'-lanterns and glitter over orange and green nails. So please stay for a while. Next, I'll gather my supplies to create a warm acetone soak-off bath. A cauldron of very warm water, 2 quart-sized freezer bags with a piece of paper towel in each, and 100% pure acetone. That is the way I will transform from one dip powder manicure to another. Black dip powder removal still incomplete after several minutes. I'll add a little more acetone and rewarm the water. After a few more minutes of soaking and wiping my nails with the acetone-soaked paper towels warmed by the water, this removal spell has been successful. My nail surface must be prepared before applying more dip powder. I begin by washing the soak-off residue from my hands with a lotion-free soap. Then I trim and file to desired length and shape, both of which are personal preferences, of course. Next, I push back the cuticles. Now I'll use this fine grit sanding block to gently scuff off the natural nail shine for a good bonding surface, so my toils aren't for naught. Now it is time to create some Halloween nails. I scrubbed these well with lotion-free soap and a nail brush, then also used acetone and a lint-free wipe to remove remaining oil and debris. I'll begin creating my Halloween dip powder manicure like all others. I have my liquid base coat and build powder. The very first layer will be a thin strip of base coat applied down the middle of the nail, not all the way to the cuticle. This is then gently dipped into the build powder for but a moment. Then the excess powder is tapped off. I'll complete the remaining nails on a hand. Then after waiting about 15 to 20 seconds, brush away all loose powder. This is a second coat of build powder. I'll apply this to a wider strip across the nail, but not all the way to the side edges, and only about half the length of the nail. These build powder steps aren't absolutely necessary, but I do advise using this protective and shaping process for the sake of an enduring outcome. Time to conjure up some colors. I've chosen a bright and glowing orange paired with a deep and eerie green. I'll apply the liquid base coat for the first coat of color over about 2/3 the nail length. I do apply each layer intentionally a bit farther each time to create a tapering to minimize the thickness as the cuticle is approached, while allowing for multiple layers to achieve my desired look and for thick, strong nails to survive those nighttime journeys. I will apply 3 coats of these 2 colors in an alternating pattern. Here's my second coat of color, applied closer to the cuticle than the previous, but not all the way yet. I behest you to heed these words. This color combination reminds me of strolls through the pumpkin patch. Now a third coat of colors will be applied over the entire nail this time. The multiple coats allows for deep, vibrant colors. I'll take a little time now to correct the shaping along the sides, tips, and all over. Then smooth over with the sanding block. Let me dust off these beauties. For this finger and this finger, I'll apply liquid base coat and allow it to fully dry without dipping. I'm planning to apply nail stickers to these and need a non-porous surface for good adhesion. While those two are drying, I'll prepare to apply glitter for my accent nail. I have clear dip powder and will pour a small amount into the dip tray. And shake to level. Look here at this orange iridescent glitter. It is a blend of varying glitter sizes. I'll sprinkle a single layer on the surface of the clear dip. I do want some of the green to show in between the orange glitter for some color contrast. This will be applied to this nail here and this nail here. I'll apply a coat of liquid base coat. Then press the surface of the nail onto the glitter. The chunky glitter pieces need a little finessing, using a nail tool to remove or adjust any that are not quite where I want them to be. A necessary step to achieve a magical glitter nail. I have my fine detail tweezers and scissors here ready to apply some adorably creepy little pumpkin faces. I'll use this rubber cover to smooth down the stickers after I apply them. Now to choose, just a few. This one here, I think. These stickers had covers I need to peel off. Another smaller one, I think, right next to that. Right about there. And I think just one. Right there. And the same for the other hand. A couple little pumpkin friends. Now to protect my pumpkin stickers, glitter, and nail color with 2 coats of clear dip powder over top. The first coat not quite over the whole nail in a continued effort to minimize dip thickness at the cuticle, but I do want at least 2 coats for effective filing results. This chunky glitter nail needs a little extra liquid base coat to get in all those nooks and crannies and crevices. The second coat of clear dip powder I'll apply over the entire nail. If the nail looks wet after dipping, I'll dip again to be sure all the base coat is absorbed by powder. I'm excited to say it's time to apply activator to fully harden the dip powder. I apply that generously to get through the multiple layers I've applied. Then I have to wait at least 10 minutes so that it's fully cured and ready for lots of filing. This is a good point in the process for a brief respite. Back for more, are we? Yes, I must use my coarse grit file board to straighten the sides, the tips, and correct all overshaping. This is the phase which typically is the most laborious. Now I'll use my sanding block to smooth that over. One more light coat of activator, which after waiting 5 to 10 minutes, will allow for a fast cure of the top coat. Once the activator has set, I clean away any excess or powder using a lint-free wipe. Time for top coat. I apply the first coat quickly, avoiding overworking it. The fast cure can be a little too fast and result in brush hardening. I always have a bottle of brush cleaner or saver on hand and usually end up needing to swap out the brush at this point, as you can see here. Then it doesn't take long before I can apply the second tippy top of the top coat, which can be applied more deliberately with less worries. When done, to be safe, I wait 15 minutes before checking for full cure by touch. These are glorious and look delightful by candlelight. Thanks for checking out my nail design with me. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment with any questions or feedback. And happy Halloween!